Well, hello, good morning. Welcome to this new day, this new stream. Let's put the buttons in the right place. Yes, that has worked. Here we are again. Shane Market, or Shine. Shine for all the world to see. Yay. Jeski, hello. Welcome back. Thanks for the cheer. It's only my second one, so thank you very much. I still have to find out, by the way, what the cheers are for. But it seems that there's something that well, at least you are the number one now, the best cheer ever. So thank you very much for that. PJ Salt. Is that PJ Salt? Anyway, last episode I was streaming for about 1 or 2 viewers max, and that wasn't really a great thing. One bit is 1 penny, basically. Oh, my. That's better. That's better. I have to put this on top of that. Yes. Now it's going to work. Okay, 1 bit is 1 penny. Oh, thank you very much. Anyway, last episode I was streaming for about 2 or 3, well, 1 or 2 viewers. 2 was the max. It didn't really work well, but then I thought, you know what, it's probably because most of my audience I've built streaming around this time. So I was streaming last Friday evening, and that was a new time. So not a lot of people were watching back then. But I was really thinking about what shall I do with this account. I'm not really sure what to do. There's several things to do, of course. You know, this is a game in which you can do a lot of different things. But I really didn't know. And now I thought, you know what? Why not go for one of the? No, let me rephrase that. Why not just use this account for something totally different than what I'm doing on my other accounts? Of course, this account I've started at day 0, well, day 1, of course, and it was totally empty. There was nothing on the account except the basic Sidewinder. And now we're at day 35. Well, we've just passed day 35, and my webcam is frozen. Most of the time, it will not do that for a very long period of time, so we'll have to see. Anyway, we're now at day 36, so we've passed the first 35 days, and as you can see, well, we've got 13 million in the balance, and our assets are at 103 million. That's not bad, but then again, it's not very good as well. The plan is to go for one of these 3 ranks. On my main account, I'm a elite in trader and almost elite in exploring, and far from being combat elite. I thought, you know what, if I want a challenge, I would probably have to focus on combat. But how do I do that? Well, one of the ways to do that is to look into Powerplay and go undermining and stuff like that. But my Python isn't really suitable for that. But it is also the only ship I have at the moment. Or I must be very mistaken, but here, there's no ships I can transfer, so no, it is the only ship I have. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go into Powerplay, what shall I do? I do want to do all the things in Powerplay and really go into something like roleplay, stuff like that. And I thought, well, why not do that for a change? So here we go. I think we're going to do that. First of all, the goal of this account is at one point to become elite in either combat, trading, or exploration, and next to that, also to get the Imperial Cutter. Now, so if I just decided I'm going to go for combat rating, for combat ranking, then going for bounty hunting. That was the word I was looking for. I haven't had my coffee. Maybe I should start with that because I'm having trouble thinking, coming up with the right words. So, if I'm going to focus on combat and earning credits with combat, bounty hunting is probably the best thing to do. And the Empress, the Emperor herself, here, Arissa Lavigny Duval, she has a power standing, well, a power bonus of 50%. If you hand in bounty vouchers in their controlled or exploited systems, so that will earn me a lot of extra credits. Also, the Imperial Hammer, multi-shot railgun, which sounds like a nice and fun weapon to try at some point. But the thing is, if I'm going to go for this now, I'll only reach rating 2 next Thursday. But I actually came up with a, well, not really me, but I found a way to circumnavigate that. If I go with Aisling Duval, and I defect towards the Emperor, I bring half of my merits. So, and you will get the ranking that is linked to that right away. So if I get up to 200 merits with Aisling, and then get the switch to the Emperor, I will have the rating 2 right away, and I can start doing some bounty hunting right away. Also, I want to do some undermining, so I thought I need a good ship for that, and I also want to do some power, well, commodity. So either the program materials, not for her, of course, because we're going to pledge to the Emperor. Consolidation votes, that sounds good. How to oppose expansion? We'll first have to go for her. Anyway, I think we'll just have to start with either getting some materials from Kubio. We can get 15 materials, and then we'll have to buy some new ones every single time, or we can do some undermining somewhere and then change powers later. But I think I need some other ships to do that, because the Python isn't really suitable for that. So, looking at ships, looking at the Viper Mark IV, I would really like to get the Fer-de-Lance, but that's the way I want to set up the Fer-de-Lance. I don't really have the credits for that yet. So I was looking at this, the Viper Mark IV, and the Type 7, together with an ASP or something like that. So I would have 3 ships. The Type 7 basically to transport all the materials. Once you get up higher, you can actually get about 50 materials or even 100 materials per half hour. So I would be able to well, take those, then log out, at the end of a stream, and then get back in the next time when I start streaming again and get an extra bit. So that might work. Or doing some basic cargo runs if I needed the money. So I could get the Type 7. That would be the first time actually I would ever buy a Type 7. So that is fun as well. Viper, because it's a bigger fighter. I was also looking at the Vulture, but I couldn't really get that to work. I might have to try again here. Let's try this again. because I really do like the Vulture a lot more. But if I put this in combat, then get a 5C bi-weave shield, because that uses less power, and then get 2 pulse lasers. Let's see, is a cannon, does a cannon use less power? Yes, it uses less power. Then I'll put 1 pulse laser and 1 cannon on. Of course, we'll have to put something in here, because we can't put just anything in there. If I get a fuel scoop in here and then a FSD interdictor in here, I will have some trouble getting people interdicted. But then again, I will have the fuel scoop to actually get to where I need to do that. So then whole reinforcement package here as well, or let's put a module reinforcement package there. And now utility mounts. Let's see. I don't really have the power to put a lot of shield boosters in, so if I just put 1 in and then use chaff launchers for all the other things, I can actually set it up this way. Oh, that's not bad. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get a Vulture. With 2 pulse lasers, I feel more safe having the 2 pulse lasers, because you're never out of ammunition. Cargo hatch into group 2, and we'll manage with the power as well. What if I put the fuel scoop and the frameshift drive and the interdictor all in group 2 as well? Then I'll have some power to spare. Can I actually run a second shield booster? Yes, I can. Can I run a 3rd shield booster? No, I cannot. What if I put a C-rated shield booster in? Yes, that will work. This might actually work really well. So 3 shield boosters, 1 C-rated and 2 A-rated. You keep looking at the FDL, but have the Python FDL looks sleeker though, I think. Yeah. On my other accounts, I have several ships, and I'm running the FDL, and I love the ship, but I want to set it up correctly. And in this account, I don't have the 130 million credits it's going to cost me. So there's always that. But 26.5 million, I will be able to get that, and I'll get an ASP Explorer for the as some sort of a taxi, and I might actually get a Type 7 as well. But first, let me see which station actually sells this build. Red Boxer mate, welcome to the stream, by the way. If I go to the Gray Gateway, no, it doesn't sell it this way. No, because what? Why Ray Gateway? Because it's a Leon Rui. 65 Kappa Tauri. But it is. This is quite far from the entrance point, and just going there for a 15% discount. I'm not sure it's worth it. But you know what? We could find out some other stuff as well. 65 Kappa Tauri. Let's see if the ASP. If I set up. Well, let's look at the Type 7 as well. Or will I be able to strip my Python a little? That's probably the best plan, by the way. Stripping the Python a little, just getting some of the modules off or downgrade them, so I actually have the money to purchase the Vulture. And if I get that with a 15% discount, 15% of this will be around 4 million going 4 million less, so it'll be 22 million. So I'll just have to save about 10 million to get it. That's not a bad plan. So 65 Kapatari it is. $65 Kapatari. Might take some time to get there, but it's not too bad. You can still get it on one tank of gas. Well, it's not really gas, but you know. Here I go. I have to turn up the sound a little, I think. Oh, it's turned down in the. Oops. It's turned down in the Windows sound thing. Eight jumps. That's not too bad. The volume mixer. Let's turn up the sound of Elite Dangerous a little more. That's better.
Frameshift drive charging.
And that was my first coffee of the day.
You are clear to resume
Many more to come, since I'm going to have to leave for work in about 3 hours from now. And I'm going to have to work until about midnight. With a little luck, I'll actually be done around midnight. Oh, here goes the... It's not totally done yet. As far as I'm done with... as soon as I'm done with the fuel scooping bit here, I'll try it again. Different streaming program or a different webcam, because this is just a little annoying. Yeah, that's better. You know, I've been thinking for a long time what actually to do with this account, and I think, you know, if I really want to get up the ranks of combat rating, Powerplay and Undermining might be a really good play. First of all, we'll make sure that we actually get... I really have to upgrade the power plant of this vessel at some point. We'll get enough kills, you know, if you're continuously killing agents of another power in the game. And at the same time, you will get the weekly bonus. And if you're up well, as in rank 4 or something like that, it's actually 5 million per week. And that's not bad. Streaming once a week from this account should be possible. And at the same time, that will make sure that I actually save some money for an FDL at some point. And of course, the ultimate goal on this account, the Imperial Cutter. And if we get up to rating 5, that is a very hard thing to do, but you know, if we get up there, It's going to be 50 million each week.
Frameshift drive
Now, and if I
charging.
maintain that for 4 weeks, I'll have more than enough money to actually purchase the cutter once we get the rank. I must look into Powerplay more. Well,
4, 3,
it's one of the aspects of the game that I'm not looking into a lot myself as well. I actually just watched a tutorial of Powerplay before I started streaming because, you know, I wanted to know a little more about it, but I still don't know everything. So this is going to be a journey to get to know the aspects of the game for myself as well. I'm not really an expert here. Just thought it would be fun to try something different. But anyway, we're halfway now. You see, my heat is going up a lot, and that's because the power plant is very bad on this Python. I don't have it A-rated yet.
frameshift drive charging.
But let's just make sure that when I downgrade the Python to free up some credits
4, 3, 2,
to actually get the Vulture, that I actually keep the Python, well, you know, space-worthy, if that is really a term. But I can still fly the Python in a good way. Because just keeping the Python for its whole and nothing else, that's not useful. But it's taken me quite a long time to actually get the Python, so I don't feel like selling it. If you get what I mean.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Hostile power. Yeah, so well, that's because I'm still aligned to Ashling the Vol.
3, 2, 1.
Ripperuni, welcome, or Ripper Uni, welcome to the stream. As you see, my coffee still needs to sink and actually
Fuel scooping.
get into my veins.
Fuel scooping complete.
Hey, about an hour ago I was just waking up from a good night's sleep. This is one of those super hot stars, I think. And what I'm doing now, of course, isn't really sensible, but then again, it's the last jump, so I'm okay with
Frameshift drive charging.
demolishing my ship a little. going to be quite a trip to get to Levchenko terminal. I think it was that one, right? Or was it? Well, it should be Levchenko terminal. It's the only big station here. Here we go. This was the one. Nope, it wasn't. This was the one. Kapatauri, Levchenko terminal, yes. So we're going to build this vulture. And this will probably do quite well in the undermining department. Can I actually get this up to B? No. Okay. It should be C rated. But I'm still thinking about what to do. Am I going to get another another ship like an ASP Explorer? No, let's start with an empty ASP to transport all the power materials. You know, let's things like putting a 3A shield in it, maybe a good fuel scoop. Yeah, there. A big cargo rack, some other cargo racks. You can get this up to about 100 tons of cargo. Well, 84 tons of cargo, that's not bad as well. With a advanced discovery scanner. And then all this well equipped as well. You know, something like this. You have a jump range of 26 light years. When it's laden, when it's unladen, it's 32. And this might actually be a very good ship to use as a, well, let's call it a taxi. Especially when this one is upgraded. It'll work really well. And then maybe get a Type 7 for the pure cargo runs. Not that I'm planning on doing pure cargo runs, but at some point I might actually want to enroll in something like a community goal. The Type 9 is just a little too expensive. But you know, if I'm going for a setup like this, you know, 3 different ships, I'm going to have to sell the Python, and I don't really feel like selling the Python. What do you guys think? Oh, webcam. Let's change it into the. Well, the Raider skin for my ASP this week looks really cool. I have it on my other account and I think it looks really cool, yeah. So what do you guys think? Should I get 3 ships and sell the Python, or should I downgrade the Python and then keep the others here? 5A frameshift drive. Let's see. Oh, Vulture uses a 4A. The thing is, if I downgrade, or actually if I sell the Python, I do have a 5A frameshift drive sitting in the Python to put in an ASP right away. Or should I get an ASP to do the undermining? what if I put a bi-wave shield in here? And then set this up as a fighter. Well, not really as a fighter, but as a... Well, the thing is, this ship can never really be set up as a fighter because it isn't. It's just not. But it might be able to do the job. $37 million. DPS is 55.7. Shields 347 megajoules. Integrity. Well, they could work on the integrity, of course. I'll have to put one like that in there. Well, not the module, the hull reinforcement package. Here we go. Module reinforcement package. Something like this. Then the integrity is 898. Shield is 347. DPS is higher than the Vulture. Shield is lower. That's because the ship is a lot bigger. I'm a ship hoarder, so don't ask me. But I think I would sell it and use the money on the others. I believe you get more credits if you strip the ship first and sell the parts separately. Yeah, the thing is, I'm really thinking about what should I get the ships for. You know, if I get the here we the webcam off because it's acting up a little. Maybe a little more than a little. But I'm thinking about getting which ships am I going to get. You know, I've owned the Aspen Vulture on this account before. It would be best if I actually had the credits to set up one ship for several purposes, but I don't really have that. But then again, having a specialized fighter, a specialized cargo vessel, and a specialized, sort of specialized taxi might actually work out best. But now is the question whether or not this, if I sell this ship here, if they actually have an ASP and the Type 7 on sale, and I can actually get the other ships as well.
Follow all federal docking protocols before attempting to dock. Access approved. You are go to approach pad 2-3.
I actually totally forgot about the two different community goals that I still had running on the station I just left. But I might get back there later on. Oh, let's
Warning. Engage landing gear.
let's use the landing gear. Yes, that's a good plan. Your mic quality is better when the webcam goes off. Makes me think OBS Split is using the webcam as the microphone when it's on. Okay, let's look at this. Audio. Ah, yes, you're totally right. I haven't got a clue why it's doing that. Probably because, you know, I'm switching continuously. Webcam is off again. And the webcam might actually, if I put it back, plug it back in, it might actually be switching back to its own microphone. So let me check that again. No, now it's okay. Well, much better. Thanks for letting me know. That's a little annoying why it changes by itself. Anyway, here we go. First into outfitting, of course. I do feel a little sad about selling this Python, but it's only for a while, you know. At some point I'm going to get back to it. I do have 2 multi-cannons that are engineered, but it's only a rating 2, so I'll be okay selling those. Maybe it was actually a sound from the webcam that was.
Yay!
Oh, thanks for the follow. Maybe it was a sound from the webcam that was actually messing with the image as well. It was too much for the cable to transport it all, you know. Something like that. Shield boosters. These are resistance modified. Not very high, but I am going to put these into storage. Because that's always nice. I'll sell this. And the chaff launcher. Optional internal. Let's see. Nothing here is actually engineered, so it's no problem selling it all. Well, that's empty. Now, the core internal. Power plant is engineered, but it's probably engineered... Oh, it's armored. No. I don't care. I'm not going to keep that. I don't really have to sell it that way as well. This is modified clean drive tuning. Let's put that into storage. And I'm going to put this into storage as well. Sensors. Lighter. No, I don't really have to do anything about that. Let's see, power distributor. Oh, let's put a 1E in.
And the power plant, I can put a 2E in there. I don't have anything sitting on it anymore. I think that's downgraded. Maybe mute the webcam in its own software, that's what I do. Well, that might be a plan. Shipyard, let's see, what kind of ships do they have for sale here? They do have the Vulture and an ASP Explorer. Federal dropship. I was thinking about using a Federal dropship as well, just because I like the plan or the idea of this ship, you know, with the 4 medium hardpoints and 1 large. But it's really not... It's not really maneuverable at all. Plus, I'm going to do power play with the Empire, and using a dropship with that, I think it's just a little wrong. Wait a second. I was gonna say, I don't have the money for that, right? Well, it doesn't say it's available, of course, or not for the money I have. ASP Scout, no, the Vulture, yes, and an ASP Explorer and a Type 7 at some point. Let's start with the Type 7. I am going to miss the Python, but I'm going to repurchase it at one point as well. So here we go. Setting up a Type 7 is pretty easy. Let's see, where did I have it? Just looking at the power plant, 2A, and the rest is all D rated. Yes, and a 4D shield. So, sell this. Sell this. I might at some point even go into mining, you know, just to get some stuff for engineers or something like that. And I might use this ship to do that. This was a 2A, I think it was. Yes. And this one had to be D rated. This one, of course, has to be A rated. I do have a 5A frameshift drive laying around, but which is engineered as well. I'm not going to put that on here. I'm going to use that for the ASP. 4D live support, yes. Real life calling, catch you again in the verse. What's your commander's name? And I'll add you. Well, this one is called Bwana-Mzungu. Let me spell that out. Bwana-Mzungu. And I also have the Dash Preacher. And then I have a third one, which is called Yunawan. And my webcam is gone again. And my PC is running really warm, by the way. I'll have to look into that at some point. The power distributor, sensors, 3D. Yes, okay. That is that. No, that was... I've already done that. Now let's put a big cargo rack in here. Another big one in here. Another big one in here. Then yet another big one in here. Then let's see. Shield. 4D shield. No, not shield cell bank. Shield generator. I'm just going to assume that every single place I find will do. Bye. Well, goodbye. Have a good day. Last time I'm trying, and otherwise I'll just switch off the webcam. So 272 tons of cargo with the shield. What is the range on the ship now? We need to know the range. Paint job? No, I don't have a paint job. I'm going to put the right decals on it. I'll probably switch this ship for a clipper at some point, and I'm going to switch off the webcam. That's just not going to work today. Looks like it. The big black box. One. Something like that. It's really a very interesting ship ID. Oh, that was the ship ID. Of course, on the other part, that shouldn't have been this. It should have been a nameplate. Let's see. This one, that one, or that one. That one. Dashboard is empty. No problem there. Okay. This is a very ugly ship, but hey, it's going to work for what we're going to use it for. Next is, let's see, the ASP Explorer. Using that as some sort of a taxi, and I'll set it up as a multi-purpose thingy. Multi-purpose taxi thing. Sort of. So I'm going to put the yeah, here we go. I'm going to put the frameshift drive that I saved in here. So, and let's sell that. Then the rest will all either derate or make it higher, but that depends on what we need. So let's start with derated and derated thrusters. I am going to put some weapons on it, but it's not really because I'm going to use it for fighting. It's just that, you know, if we get interdicted by something like a Viper, then we can actually do something about it. So it doesn't have to be set up to be very strong or anything like that. Just that way we're not totally helpless. No pulse lasers. I'm going to put some cannons in there. I've really come to love the cannons much more than the multi-cannons. I used to love multi-cannons a lot, but now I think the cannons are actually better. You can really see the hull go down once it hits. Especially on my further lands, on my main account, I have a I was actually planning on putting the cannons here and putting the multi-cannons in the other ones. Just chatting too much, you actually noticed. So let's put beam lasers in there. Yes. That's one. And that's two. Medium hardpoints, we're going to put cannons in there as well. Cannons are a little more expensive, I see. Now, optional internal. We'll put a big cargo rack in here. Then I'll put a fuel scoop in here. Just put the best one in there that we can find. Here I'm going to put a shield. For the best jump range, a 3D shield might be best, but you know, this might actually stand a little more punishment. So I'm going to put that one in. Another cargo rack in here. Yes. Yet another cargo rack in here. Then we'll have about 82 tons of cargo, but it's going to be less because I'm switching this one off for a planetary vehicle hangar with an SRV actually in it. And we'll put a scanner in there. Advanced Discovery Scanner. Yes, there we go. Okay, now that one is set up as well, except for this bit. Paint job. I do have a nice paint job for the ASP. Yeah, that really looks great. Front decal. What am I going to put on there? Well, if we're going into Powerplay and stuff like that, why not put her name on every bit? Yes, now that looks good. Ship name. Something like that. MPS-03 multi-purpose ship. It's not really. I'm not really using a lot of my brain capacity to come up with a name like that. But by the way, Empress Hopester. Hopester is a nickname of my wife that her colleagues gave her, and the whole family started using that. So yes, this ship is named after her. There we go. Nothing further. So here we go. That was ship number 2. Let's make sure I actually set up the fire groups before we forget. Oh, and I probably want to put some utility mounts in. You know, if I'm being interdicted, why not make sure that we actually have a kill warrant scanner in here. And I do have a little power left over, so can I put a shield booster in there? Yep, I'll probably be able to put this one in here if I tinker with the power settings a little. And one chaff launcher. And maybe even one defense point. Point defense. Point thingy. Yes, okay. Now let's see if we can make that work with the power management. Modules. Let's see. The planetary vehicle hangar doesn't have to be online when we're using the weapons. Fuel scoop doesn't have to be on, and that's 8%, so yeah, we'll be okay. Cargo hatch I want to keep in 1. Don't want to start losing my cargo. Kill warrant scanner, and then I'll put the beam lasers on there. So actually, when we're scanning someone, we're switching from this group back to group 1. So once the scan is done, all the cannons will be online. That's good. Okay, now next one. Oh, let's first sell the cartography data here. No, I'll probably not sell it here. Probably just sell it in an Empire state. Empire. System. That was the word. System. So that's the last ship we're going to have to set up. A Vulture. I'm going to set this one up for undermining. So let's see, what were we planning on doing with the Vulture? Everything A-rated, of course, except for life support and sensors. A 4A fuel scoop and a 2A FSD interdictor. Okay, let's do that. Wait, what kind of thrusters are in there? 5A. Okay. Hardpoints. No, not plasma accelerators. The other P. Pulse lasers. Yes. That's pulse laser number 2. Utility mounts was going to be 2 shield boosters, A rated, 1 in C rated. And what was the last bit? Chaff launcher. Though let's see. Is a point defense thing going to use more or less power? I could put point defense in. I'd rather do that. Sometimes these people that you attack are really annoying with missiles and stuff like that. Military grade composite. That sounds like a good plan. So put those in. Then a 4A power plant. 5A thrusters. Yes. A 4A frameshift drive. 3D life support. A power distributor. 4D sensors. Yes, that one. And this one was going to be filled with a hull reinforcement package. Yes, good. Now, optional internal shield generator. I'm going to put a 5C biweave in there. Fuel scoop was going to be 4A, so then at least we can get some fuel quickly. FSD interdictor 2A, and this one put a module reinforcement package in there. It's just slightly better defense. Now I'll put a scanner in there. This is really important as well. Put the right paint job on. The flash paint job. Front decal. Also putting that one on there. You might actually think you're putting the wrong one on there. Ariza instead of Ashling. Because you're pledged to Ashling. I know. But I'm actually planning on defecting. Once I get up to 200, I'm going to defect to Orisa from Ashling, and I'll be rating 2 right away. Ship name. I don't know a ship name. Imperial something. What should I make of it? Imperial. Imperial. Thing. I don't know. I really want to put a name on it because I want it to look cool here on the side, but I haven't got a clue. Why not just have it named Vulture and be done with it? This one doesn't really work, right? This one doesn't work either. This one doesn't work either. That's not nice. Well, then we don't have to think about a name as well. Let's just remove this. Yes. Now, engine detailing. We have the cyan color, and the weapon detailing, we've got the yellow ones. I don't have the ship kit, right? Oh, that was on my other account. Okay. Okay, let's work on this for a minute. Cargo hatch. We'll have to take off 11% of the cargo of the power we're using. So cargo hatch is in number 3, and it's also 3%. So that's 8% more to go. Data link scanner. That doesn't really have anything. Frameshift drive interdictor can go into 2. Frameshift drive as well, that's 7%. Fuel scoop, that's 10. So we'll need another percent. This will probably not work. See, this is 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. That's 10%, and we need to go down 11. I'll have to downgrade one of the shield boosters, I think. What if I get this down to D rated? $110. This should just work. But I do think it's a little dangerous because we're really running on the edge of what it can do. I think I should just take the shield booster off all the way and then just put another point defense in, something like that. I'm at least totally sure that missiles will not be effective against my ship. Though these might be the better places to put the shield boost, sorry, the point defense things. So we'll just switch them around. And then put the shield boosters in here. Oh, wait a second. I had some shield boosters laying around. Stored modules. Yes, these. Transfer, yes. And the other shield booster going in there. Sell this and sell that. Not going to use those anymore. This should work. 109%. Still the cargo hatch and fuel scoop. Yeah, that's, yep, frameshift drive and frameshift drive interdictor. Altogether, that will make sure that we actually get below the power usage. Fire groups, pulse lasers, advanced discovery scanner, and frameshift drive interdictor into the other group. Good. Repair. Now, I still have 120 power play with Ashling. Now, what to do? I have to get about 80 power play. Then deliver that. And then defect. That's basically the plan. First of all, what is the jump range on this ship now? It's 14 light years. Okay. I should probably get into my ASP. Now, I'll have a look at the galaxy map. Well, that's a little too much. I want to know where Orissa is located. That's around here. So if I go here, Lopaker is punting. Zinka. If I go to Xinka, that's over here. That is a controlled system. But Binjia is closer, I think. Yes, it is. And this looks like it's actually pretty close to systems I can undermine as well. So if I go there, let's go there first. It's only going to take 3 jumps. We'll have the Vulture transported over there, and I might actually get the Type 7 transported over there as well. Not too sure about that though. I might just keep it here because I don't really need it at the moment.
Path attached complete. Go for departure.
And then, while waiting for the Vulture to get there, because that's going to take some time, I'll fly into Ashling space and actually do some power play there, so I get up to 200 power play, then defect toward Orissa. It's not really a nice way to do it, but it is an effective way to do it, I know.
Clear of station perimeter. Watch your 6, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Then I might have to go to... no, I'm not going to these two. I'll wait until the other one is done as well. And then I'll go back to that station to claim the proceedings.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, it's clear I didn't select the KGB foam systems, you know, the ones that I can actually scoop the stars to travel through. But it's not a problem at all, because that really there over there, that's the system we're going to, Binjia. Car orbital. Let's see. So we'll go there, have the the Vulture transported over here. Because the Vulture really isn't a long distance ship. And while we're waiting for the Vulture to be transported over here, I'll go to Kubio, deliver my 120 power play for Ashling, probably get 75 or no, let's see, the next bit will be a little more. Anyway, we'll just fill this ship up with her power play commodity, because we've got 82 or 80 tons of cargo possible aboard this ship. So that's going to be precisely enough to get up to 200 power play with Ashling. And as soon as that is done, I'll defect to Orissa and we'll do some power play here. Come on. Landing pad 7, that's over here.
Landing gear deployed.
Refueling. Good. Now let's see what's going to cost to get both ships here. Not too much, so we'll get both ships here as well. I cannot undo. I don't want to undo as well, so that's no problem. Exit. Now, let's see. Kubio. Fastest routes, yes, but I do need to make sure I scoop, yes. 5 jumps. Not too bad. There we go, jump 1 out of 5. Okay, heat is going down, so we can jump to the next system. And only 2 more jumps to go, and then we're in Cubio. Hooray for an ASP with a good jump range. Let's wait a little longer. Now we can. Now, of course, there's nothing new to discover here. We've been here before. Let's go to Medup City. Let's slow down a little more.
Bravo, Whiskey Alpha. We are pleased to have you at this Imperial facility, Commander. Approval is granted. We have prepared for your arrival on pad 3-3. Attention, Commander. Imperial protocols require that you reduce your speed.
Okay, sorry. Sorry for speeding. I won't do it again.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete. Please shut down all systems. We are glad to have you with us in this station, Commander.
Okay, now to power contact. Redeem all vouchers. Now we're at 120. Let's see, I can get 10 of these. Prepare or fortify. I don't really care because I'm not really going for this power. But let's just look at the what is the closest option. Either some preparation, which is 21 light years away. That looks close enough. And this is 15 light years away. 16 light years away. 22 light years away. That's going to be easy enough. So, and that's preparation. No, that was this one. Put 10 of those in. Yes, back. Fast track. This is going to cost 700,000, but it's going to make sure that we actually get things done really quickly. Because I'm guessing I'll be pretty quick earning this much money back once I actually defect towards
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Arisa. Here we go.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints released. You may leave when ready.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping.
Let's see, Reese Hub is the closest. So going there to deliver. is this? It's an ASP Explorer. Should I try to fight or should I... Nah, not now. Don't really feel like it.
Bravo Whiskey Alpha. Please follow standard docking procedures as laid down by the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau.
Ask for docking permission.
For access, please continue to Bay 37.
Oh, that's what you get for looking at something else. Well, that's why we do have shields, right?
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
You have docked safely. Begin lockdown. It's an honor to have you join us, Commander.
So here we go. That's done. Now we're at 200 merits with Aisling. And the funny thing is that it's as you can see, we're still rating 1 because this, you know, going up to the next rating will only happen on Thursdays. But if I go back to the Powerplay here and defect, I will be assigned rating 2 right away. And rating 2 with the Emperor will make sure I actually get a 50% bonus because she is at standing 1 at bounties. So I'm going to defect, and now we're at rating 2. Yay. And now I'm going back, no, not authority contact, sorry. Back to, let's see, where was it that I was sending my ships to? I forgot the name of the system where we were going. Bingia, this was the one. So going back there, because my vulture is there. Let's see, do I have planets? I didn't even check if they have planets with rest zones. They might have some here. I'll save the bounty. Sorry, the cartography data for Bingia.
Your ship is now detached. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience. Regulate speed and prepare for heavy oncoming traffic. Control zone now exceeded. This is the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau signing off.
Yeah, heat level is going down, so can make the next jump. I just saw that there was actually 2 windows in my stream. That's strange. Trying one more time with a webcam. That's behind me. Good, we'll turn. I do see a conflict zone here, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want to see... Yep, there's a resource extraction site high around here. I think I'll just go in there, not do any undermining today. Just do some bounty hunting. I'll just move back there. Good. Here we go. Landing pad. Sorry, landing gear. To land at the landing pad. Now I'm going to sell all the cartography data.
Incoming message.
What kind of factions do they have here? It's all the Federation, though this is a... Well, the Powerplay and... and the main factions are somehow they're connected, but it's not connected as well. It's a little strange here. Here we go. I've had a vulture before on this account. It's been some time, so well, curious to see how it's going to go from here. Come on! I was expecting the mass lock to be down already. Webcam really is not working today. I think it's just the heat in my system. It's preventing it from working correctly.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Do I have a... I just remembered. I don't have a... whatchamacallit? I don't have a kill warrant scanner on this vulture. So I think I might have to go into the Powerplay thing after all. Let's see. Is there a system close by that can undermine? 94.8 light years. 94.8. Well, that's all a little further away. This is probably still a lot further away. Yes. "70 light years." Well, I'm actually, believe it or not, but I'm getting a little tired, so I think I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit until I have to go back to work. So I'm going to have to quit now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. It's a little sudden, but I suddenly feel a rush of sleepiness. So if I listen to that now, I'll have no problem tonight. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.